always what's really attracts me to a composer is this individuality in the voice. And John Luther Adams' music is really inspired by the natural landscapes of all around us. It's really like a sonic landscape, which is really what I like, because you hear his music and it's not so much about trying to understand the form of it, but it really puts you in a state of mind and in a mood that is like looking at the sky, really. It's really ultimately about you becoming an element of nature yourself, and kind of disappearing.
What's the Become and Become Ocean? The title is stolen from John Cage. John wrote this poem in honor of my mentor and friend Lou Harrison. He compared Lou's music to a river in Delta. All these different streams, all these different influences and currents coming together into this vast territory of music, this big, beautiful sweep of music. And the last line in the poem, he says, listening to it, we become ocean. And I've always been struck by what a beautiful image that is of the oceanic dimension of music, that we become one with the music, and through the music we realize that we're part of something much larger than ourselves.
Become Ocean is written for 3 different orchestras. The 3 orchestras have their own journey and their own rhythm, and 3 times in the piece they meet in that crucial moment at the peak of their dynamics together.
Become Ocean is a concert piece. It's composed to be heard indoors, in a concert hall, but perhaps the ideal concert hall is a concert hall without a stage. Become Ocean, it seems to me, lends itself inherently to a recording, because where I want to be as a listener, where I want you to be, what I want for you as a listener is to be right in the middle of those 3 orchestras. And of course, in Carnegie Hall, we can't be there. There's not enough room on the stage, and you can't be in the middle of the orchestra. But with a recording, you can be. It's always important that the mix sound great as stereo. But there's that other dimension, that extra depth that surround sound recording gives. And I think the reason it will work especially well for this piece is that it takes us out of this 2-dimensional relationship to the music. I'm sitting here, the music is out there, and I'm hearing it across this wide field, but it's hard for me to get inside of it. With surround sound, you really can create this larger field in which you are physically inside, which of course is how I imagine it with the orchestra deployed, so that the strings are sort of maybe all around you here, and the brass and the woodwinds, and here. You actually feel, you don't just hear, but you actually feel the waves moving through the sonic space.